2025 season. And this one features the Ravens' second-year running back. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Ravens and the Bears, and it's coming up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Bears in this one. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. As a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defense has really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Straight ahead running, here's Samuels. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
From the 50, here's Fields. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Toss left to Montgomery. third down tougher. Third down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His second touchdown of the season. And the Bears are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. On the handoff, it's Samuels. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Jackson now. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. The road ahead a little bit more difficult now after that pick 6. So dealing with his deficit here, we'll see if he can try to make amends on this drive. 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Running to start the drive is Samuels. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On 2nd down, Samuels. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that, will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harrison. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now to Samuels. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
This has become one of those kind of in-vogue plays. You know how the shovel pass was a few years ago? This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tucker's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. That's complete right side to Kmet.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Fields. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing again is Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Queen got in there to stiff him. He gets the sack. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Staying on the ground with and a loose football, and this is picked up by the Bears, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Fields on 1st down. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
shotgun handoff to Samuels. 4 yards the pickup, first down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Samuels, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Samuels, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Now a first carry for their fullback. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Here's Fields. Oh, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harrison. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Jackson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Justin Tucker on the field goal, a 24-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Onto the field now come the Bears. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, At least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A give to the fullback on the dive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Going up the gut, Montgomery. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Fields on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Running for it, Montgomery. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. On 1st down, Fields. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10, 5. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chicago offense set to get started. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fields. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Montgomery on the counter. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. On the give, this is their fullback. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Fields hit and the ball is loose. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this is going to remain a one-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Slings it to Anderson, it's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and with it they have taken the lead. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Pulls it in at the 13. Oh, good move. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Fields firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have reached